that people give someone that, has struggled for whatever reason, and it seems to be more prominent, nowadays. Yeah, I mean, because things are just so easily accessible, and really, it's just, you know, bringing the stigma down as far as making people more aware, because that pretty much anybody you talk to, whether, I mean, if they're not, if they don't struggle with substance use, they have a family member or friend or somebody in their life that does, and it's really just trying to make people more aware that, breaking this down, and yeah, let's get scientific, Corey. Hey, that this, this is a disease. It's a disease of choice. Broken down. It's just something fundamentally goes wrong. Whether it's something that it's a biological predisposition off the get-go, or it's life experiences, or a number of mental illnesses, or whatever, which addiction just compiles on that and makes it even worse. It may make you feel better at the time, but it just all of these things that people are trying to cover up and not deal with again, okay, emotions and feelings in a healthy fashion. It's still there. It's just it's putting a Band-Aid over a bullet hole, I mean, it's just a better, making people more aware, and people that you wouldn't even think that are in recovery are, and it's people that really are respectable members of society, or part of a city council, or have a lot of clout or hold a lot of weight, and they don't come out enough. Yeah, I'm in recovery or whatever, but and a lot of people wouldn't know that unless they ask. And once they find out, does it make them think they're a lesser person? Well, I don't know. I can't answer that for everyone, but getting back to that first part of that letter and that question, I'm all over the place here, Corey. I did kind of have the same answer, didn't I?
Maybe. I already filed it away in the system. I don't have the letter anymore, but
What, did you burn it?
Well, yeah. No, I didn't burn it. I just filed it away.
Okay. Well, I mean, the first part of it, I think I had said different strokes for different folks, and kind of the answer I gave you tonight was, well, I don't really have a right answer for everybody, because it all depends on the individual, and you had texted me, probably, I think it was back in December, and I was really having a hard time with dealing with court and having my trial pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and what I might possibly be facing. And you had said, well, you're where you need to be right now. And that really stuck with me, and I don't know, man. I am trying to be more patient, and realize it's not in my time, it's in God's time. There's something that's way, way beyond my understanding. And that's okay. I don't need to understand everything. I don't need to know everything. I don't need to make sense out of everything, and that's what's tripping me up for so long, because, me being the scientific wannabe know-it-all that I am that I don't really know a lot about. I, I have to have an explanation or proof or facts for everything, and it just hasn't worked. It just has gotten me so tripped up in my own thinking, and I'm just realizing that, you know what, just do what I can that isn't so overwhelming and let the chips fall where they may. And that's what I've been doing. And I think a lot of people in recovery get to that point where they just, like I said earlier, get out of the driver's seat and let God take over. And, just see a lot of good things happen. And so, I really have to go with that, man. Just trying to take a step or two back and just appreciating the little things. And like you had said, yeah, no, I don't live on a mansion on the beach, and I'm not driving a Lamborghini. That's materialistic stuff. But what I'm getting from everything you're saying is you have peace of mind, and the peace of mind is priceless.
Yep.
And
I think a big part of this journey that God has me on right now is pure. It's the things that I do and the reasons I do them. First of all, I do the podcast for myself. It keeps me sober, and other people tell me they like to listen to it. So there you go. Win-win. But, the things that I'm doing that want to move the company forward, and, I say company, but we're a nonprofit, and yeah, you can make money, and yeah, there's a position for me as executive director, and it pays a salary. It's not 6 figures or anything, but it's something that, I can live on, and I'm not making a dime right now, but I think that's what makes it pure. And, doing the things that I've been doing and going the places that I have, that's money out of my pocket. I'm not a rich guy, but I still do them. I want to learn more. I want to help more. I want to get better. And, if I was sitting here getting paid, I'd listen to some of these other podcasts, but not for very long because they suck. But they're plug-in recovery centers, and oh yeah, well, go see them, and I'm going down there next week to do the show live. Okay, like, really, dude? Like, that's lame. That's not, in my opinion, the podcast you should be listening to if you want to get some real good sound advice, or just listen to what other people are going through and get advice that way. But there's no money involved. Nobody's paying me to say anything right now, and we're just having conversations. And I think that's what comes off as pure about it, and that's why I know that my intentions are pure with 217 Recovery. I want to get Chris paid. I want to get us to go to events and to do speaker meetings. And I think that's how we're gonna make money. I don't know. God has it all figured out already. I'm just gonna go with the flow, because the minute I start tripping and thinking, oh, this and that, I think that's the minute it's over. God will bless me in the ways that He sees fit. And like I said, right now, man, I couldn't be happier. And I don't have the Lambo out there. I don't have a boat, but we're going to get one probably someday, but I don't know. I'm not worried about those things. And like you said, they're material, they can be gone just as quick as you get them. And then I've learned that the hard way, and, a lot of pride. And that was part of my process. When I met you, it had been 4 years that I've been trying, since my near death. So, it wasn't like I just went to rehab for the first time. It had been 4 years, man, of battling, relapsing, coming back, and that takes a toll, man. It really does. So I'm glad that it's sticking this time, and I wish we had time. Is Eric still there?
No, actually, Eric stepped out. He's getting the Kentucky Fried Chicken, man.
Oh, well, maybe we do have time then.
Extra crispy.
Hell yeah. Man, I had some Kentucky Fried Chicken a couple weeks ago. It was horrible. And then it was weird because, like, the whole COVID thing, they say if you got the COVID, that one of the things you lose is like your taste buds. You don't taste food. So I'm like eating this Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I didn't say anything to Marnie about it because I didn't want her to freak out and think I had COVID. But the whole time I'm thinking, I can't. This tastes like nothing. Like this chicken does not taste like anything. So you have to let me know if you get the same kind of chicken over there tonight, because I hope so. I mean, obviously I didn't. Well, I mean, maybe I had the COVID. My kick-ass immune system just fought it off, but I don't know.
Your kick-ass immune system and your kick-ass God, man.
You know, Jesus is a big fan of mine. You know that.
Yeah. I've heard that several times, man. Yeah.
He's a big fan. I told Marnie that because some good things are happening to her now, and I'm like, so you start hanging out with the right people. She's like, yeah, you know. I'm like, no, I don't mean like people in recovery. I mean people that Jesus likes. Like, Jesus is a huge fan of mine. So, you know, you being around me, he's naturally going to be a fan of you, because he's going to be like, well, Corey sees something in her, so I was
yeah. Well,
throw her a few bones.
You listening right now?
No. She came in, and then she shut the door. I think she had to go to work. But
she's working right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
See? I mean, my girls work, Rob.
Oh, damn, man. Well, yeah. So, I mean, that's good, man. That's good. You know, it sounds like you know, things are really going well for you, man. I'm really happy to hear that, dude.
Yeah, they're going pretty well. And actually, there's something I haven't really told many people. I don't think I've told anybody on the podcast yet, but
dude, are you vaping?
Damn it. Yeah, I was.
How can I tell, man? How can I tell, dude?
Well, you caught me, man, because I turned off my microphone, and then I came back with it, but I shouldn't have.
Well,
see, I should have came back like this, and then you would have known.
Well, like, I don't know. I've heard you enough that I can pick up on those little things. So
yeah, that
maybe
was
somebody
obvious.
else.
That was obvious,
Wow.
but
No.
But no, I'm pretty sure I told you. I'm positive I told you that we were expecting, and then we got the news that, you know, little guy didn't make it. But that was one of those moments that we had to just kind of sit back and realize that God had a purpose, and that it happened for a reason. And now that we backtrack through it, at least I can in my life, and go, this happened, because it was at a point where I didn't know what to do. You know, I had given my commitment to the Sober Living House as manager for a year, so I know I really liked this girl. There was, you know me, I like to overthink things, and I like to do pros and cons, and I'm like, you know, early recovery, probably shouldn't date a year. I'm gonna be bad for her, and I just start making reasons that I couldn't be with her, and then I don't know, just was like, okay, well, you know, I told her, I was like, I don't think I can give I can't give you what you want. You know, you want somebody's gonna love you, this and that. I'm a really busy guy. I don't really sleep. I go to bed at like 12:30, 1, 2, and I don't know. I got a lot of things going on, and you know, I was just trying to make excuses to kind of like not be the bad guy. And then, you know, she comes with the whole, hey, guess what? And obviously, and Rob, you know me, you know how much I want to be a father, and I want a family. And I was so excited. And I thought, okay, great, this is awesome. And then it was time to like, okay, well, we're going to move forward with this. And she said it really showed her a lot about me and the true me of like, I didn't run from it. I was excited, you know, and that showed her a lot. That she's like, yeah, I want you to be the father of my children, and that was great. And we decided, hey, let's move in together, and let's make this happen. And then as we were kind of deciding, well, what do we do with that? And then all of a sudden, then the whole, hey, I'm only gonna have, you know, one manager and this and that. And I'm like, perfect, you gave me an out, bro. Like, thanks. See ya. I don't have to fulfill that commitment. And the whole time in the Sober Living House, I'm telling the guys about, hey, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. You know. Got to stick to your commitment. So I'm like, man, I'm going to sound like such an ass. But, you know, God freed me from that. And now we live together and things are great. And, you know, if that didn't happen, we wouldn't have been together. we would have probably, who knows, but it had to happen the way it did. And, I thank God for that. And I cherish it.